can't believe it's day 4 already and I still have only read one book. So it's 9:45 now. I just got back from John's and I'm gonna finish Gemina before I go to work. Literally only have 200 pages left. So I'm gonna finish this. I'm kind of changing my TBR up a little bit because I don't think I'm gonna be able to read all these books and whatnot. So I am gonna be doubling up for some challenges. For A Court of Thorns and Roses, I'm gonna be doing read a retelling and read a book that you were excited for but didn't get around to. After I finish Gemina, I think I'm finally gonna read this one because I've been pretty excited about it, and I think out of those 3 books, this one is the shortest, and I think I'll be able to fly through because it's a retelling. I'll check in later. I probably won't be able to check in until after I get home from work. So it goes. Hello! This is my second check-in of the day. It's about 8:30-ish. I just got home from work and I can finally say that I finished Gemina. I'm leaning towards giving it a 3.5 star. I bought a book today. I got A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. If I'm kind of strapped, I might read this as a book I've been excited to read but never got around to. And I never got around to it because I never bought it and I wanted to get the illustrated edition. Before I start reading again, I'm actually going to color my hair. It's going to be blonde. I don't know how it's going to turn out until later. But yeah, I finished Gemina and I think I might read this because it's pretty short and it's illustrated. So I might read this entire thing tonight and count it towards the buy bib and then start my next book. But I'll let you know that once I'm done with my hair. Okay, bye. Honestly, you're getting all my best looks in this vlog. So it's a little after 11:50 on day 4, and I am on page 52 of A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I didn't get much done because I was doing my hair. And I'm probably gonna finish this tonight because it's super short and I'm flying through it. I've only been reading for maybe 15-20 minutes. No, I lied, 40 minutes because my hair's been processing for 40 minutes. I'm gonna wash this out of my hair and I'm going to keep reading. Day 4 was a bigger success than my last 2 days because I read the final half of Gemina and finished it. I'm gonna go wash my hair and keep reading, and I'll try to update as much as possible. I work 1 to 8 again tomorrow, so yeah, days 4 and 5 are gonna be a little rough, but day 6 is gonna be where I kick it into gear. Alright, day 5. I'm now kind of blonde. I read about 120 pages of A Monster Calls last night. I am going to just finish this because I have less than 100 pages to go. So I'm going to finish that and maybe start A Court of Thorns and Roses because I'm not leaving for work for another 3-ish hours. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. Apparently this makes everybody cry. I haven't cried yet, but I'm sure I will. But I'll keep you posted on how this goes. It's 9:45 and I just finished A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This was so good. I know a lot of people reviewed this on BookTube recently and were like, oh, I cried, and I was like, I don't know, it looks kind of spooky, but it was so good. It was so good. And this is my first Patrick Ness book that I've read as well. And Jim Kay did the illustrations, and the illustrations are gorgeous. I think this is a really important book. It's more than likely gonna get 5 stars. Got 3 books down in this readathon, but I kind of strayed off my TBR, so I think I am gonna do A Court of Thorns and start A Court of Thorns and Roses after my shower, after I finish writing my review. So it's about 8:45. I got home from work. I started 6 of Crows this evening. I'm only about 20 pages in at this point, but I'm gonna eat, wind down a bit because I just got home from work, and then I'm going to read all night. If I can finish 6 of Crows before the end of the readathon, I'll consider that a success because I've already read 3 books. I know I veered off my TBR a little bit, but I wanted to read this one because apparently it's super diverse, and I want to read something really diverse, but I'm not going to try to push myself to read 6 books in a week. I don't know why I made my TBR so ambitious, but I'm happy with what I've read so far. And Six of Crows, like, I'm literally only 20 pages in, so I can't really give my opinions yet, but I'm liking the writing so far. So yeah, I'm gonna eat, maybe watch some booktube, and then read. It's been a few hours. I haven't read anything because I hung out with my sister for a little bit. I just remembered that I have like a few days worth of this vlog footage that I haven't edited or put together, so I'm gonna do that, and once midnight hits I'm gonna start reading. But I don't know if I'm gonna read Six of Crows because I just remembered that tomorrow the series of unfortunate events hits Netflix, and it's based off the first 4 books, so I think I'm gonna try to read these. I don't know if I'll count them towards the Read-A-Thon, but I thought I'd let you know what I was doing. I totally brain farted that it was coming out this month, and the first 4 books are relatively short-ish, so yeah, I'm gonna edit this footage and read a little bit of those. Read all of A Monster Calls today, as well as 20 pages of Six of Crows. And A Monster Calls was like 200 pages. The fact that I read that all today was pretty good, but yeah. And I finished Gemina yesterday, but tomorrow I have the entire day off. So tomorrow is gonna be a really good reading day for me. I read 20 pages of Six of Crows, but I kind of want to read ACOTAR at the same time, which if I can't fit that in, I'll probably still read it sometime in the month, because I keep forgetting that I can keep reading these books later in the month. I'm enjoying this read-a-thon a lot. I've never really pushed myself when it comes to reading, so setting these goals for myself is kind of a cool thing to do. Granted, I've gone off course like 6 times. No, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think switching up your books is a big deal. I'll check in probably later at night rather than just 11:50, because I know I've been ending my vlogs for the day at 11:50, but this will probably be my last vlog of day 4, day 5, for what day it was, yeah, of day 5, so I will check in at like the crack of day 6. I didn't read last night after I finished editing. I didn't finish editing until like 2:30 in the morning, and I was exhausted, so I just fell asleep. Now I'm gonna tidy up a little bit, pre-film my next few videos, and then read. It'll be better because I have the whole day off and I can do everything that I've been meaning to do, because I have to pre-film a few videos. One of them is going to be my Illuminae review. I think I'm going to do a Gemini review today as well. And yeah, it's day 6, so I'm hoping to get a bunch of reading done. But I'll check in probably after I finish all my filming and stuff. I think this is the best I've looked in all of these vlogs, and I look like I'm ready to like overthrow a dystopian government. I've not done any reading today. I've just been taking it kind of easy. I've been pushing myself all week, and usually when I like force myself to read things is when I fall into reading slumps, so I'm probably going to veer off from my TBR even more and just read what I want to read, but I don't think there's anything wrong with not following like the challenge. So far I've read 3 books though, so I mean, can't really complain about that. My video for tonight is exporting. I'm just uploading days 1 through 3 vlog footage. I feel like that's pretty suitable content. It's like 15 minutes long, and it's just my dog's in it, so like that's cool. I think I'm going to finish Half-Blood Prince because I have not very much left, and I'm in a Harry Potter mood. I want to finish my reread of Harry Potter because I put that on the back burner for this read-a-thon, and I'm going over to John's here in a little bit, and we're gonna watch Series of Unfortunate Events. I was gonna read that today, but I didn't want to force myself to read 4 books, even though they are teeny tiny. I was just like, I woke up today and I was like, I don't really feel like reading, because that happens sometimes, but Harry Potter sounds like it'll hit the spot for me. So I'm gonna upload this video and maybe read a little bit before I leave. So I'll check in around 11:50ish, as I usually do. I'm wearing yesterday's makeup because I'm garbage. It's day 7 of the Biannual Bibliothon. Chandra has joined me. She's not feeling too well, so I'm being a little lazy with her before I go and get my textbooks for school and get lunch with my mom and stuff. So, yeah, I haven't read anything yet. I woke up and, yeah, but I'll check in later. I don't have work until 6, so it's like 3 p.m. and I haven't done any reading yet today, but I did buy some books. I went to this indie bookstore that opened up in my area. It's called Gramercy Books. Super cute place. It was my first time going there. They recently opened their doors in like the summer, and I got 2 books. The first book I picked up, I put it in my Amazon wishlist like 2 days ago because I decided I was going to face my fears when it comes to reading and just in general. So I picked up It by Stephen King. This is the only cover that didn't terrify me because every other cover has like a super grotesque clown on it. I watched It for the first time when I was like 5 years old, and it horrified me. Like, I've been traumatized my entire life. I'm mortified of clowns, and I figured, I don't know if I'll read this around Halloween. I might read it a little earlier because it'll probably be way too spooky to read around Halloween, but I'll probably read it like gradually. And I don't know, I've never read anything by Stephen King either, so I figured if I'm gonna read any of them, I might as well come out swinging and just read the biggest one. I don't know if this is the biggest, but read the one that's like terrified me forever. Next one. Oh my god, okay. So I forgot what day it was. When we were heading to the bookstore, I was like, oh my god, I really want to pick up History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera because I read More Happy Than Not at the beginning of 2016 and I loved it. But I was like, oh, it doesn't come out until the 17th. It doesn't come out for 3 more days. Tell me why I look at the shelves and there sitting there is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This is supposed to come out for 3 more days. What the heck? I don't want to like get the bookstore in trouble because it may have been like an error on their part putting it on the shelf that early, but I'm excited. This book isn't supposed to come out for 3 days, and I love Adam Silvera. He's got 2 books coming out this year. So yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't read anything yet, but my TBR was super ambitious for this readathon, so I don't think I'm going to finish any of the other books because it's the last day of the readathon. Readathon will be, you know, on its last leg by the time I get home, but that's okay. I read 3 books this readathon, which was pretty a-okay. I'm proud of myself in that regard, so I can't beat myself up too much. But yeah, I'm gonna get some reading done and get ready for work and such, and I'll check in probably around like 11:50ish, like normal. And I hope everyone else is enjoying the readathon. I've really been enjoying it, so yeah, I'll check in later. The readathon's over, I'm filming now because shit happens. My first readathon, this was pretty decent. I read 3 whole books plus 20 pages of one book and then 40 pages of another book. The last 40 pages of another book, but I'm not counting that as a book towards the readathon. So, you know, I read quite a bit. This week was a little stressful, so I didn't get as much reading done as I anticipated, but I was so excited to participate in this readathon. I'm gonna stay up and read History Is All You Left Me. It's not gonna count towards the readathon, but I haven't stayed up and read in a long time, and I realized that I've missed it a lot. So, I'm gonna read for a bit, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna film my wrap-up, and it's probably posted tomorrow. The Winter Biannual Bibliothon is over, and I enjoyed every single stressful second of it, and I read 3 books. I'll see you guys in a little bit with my wrap-up. So guys, the Biannual Bibliothon is over, so I figured I would give a little wrap-up of how this readathon went. In total, I read 3 books, as well as started 1 book and read 20 pages of it, and finished a book I had already started, which was, I read about 41 pages, so in total I read about 1,532 pages. Like I said in the beginning, my TBR was overly ambitious, but I am still very happy with the book that I read, and I didn't want to push myself and fall into some sort of like deep reading slump. So let's get in the books that I read. I'll go in the order of which I read them. The first book that I read was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I'm not going to go deep into the synopsis of this. I think it's really I think it's a good idea to go into this book blind, and I also plan on doing a full review of this book and posting it later on in the month. But I did really enjoy this book and gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I had to illuminate for the throwback challenge I picked, which was read a book that has been sitting on your shelf for over a year. And then I swapped out my book for Read-A 2016 release. I was intending on reading The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, but I decided to pick up Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I was just so intrigued to see what happens next after I finished Illuminate. I couldn't not hop right into this one. I ended up giving this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I liked it, I just didn't enjoy it as much as I loved Illuminate. The last book that I read this week for the Read-A-Thon was also a book that I just purchased this month, so you're going to be seeing it in a haul video as well at the end of the month. And that is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, illustrated by Jim Kay. I loved this book. It made me bawl my eyes out for a good majority of it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I think that this is a very important book. I think it tackles the subject of grief so beautifully, and I can't speak highly enough about this book. I went into it thinking that it was going to be kind of spooky. It is not spooky. I think just the illustrations by Jim Kay gave it a little spook factor, and covers can be deceiving, but I think that this is a beautifully written book and the illustrations are just as beautiful. For honorable mentions, I just figured I'd let you know I also read 20 pages of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, as well as read the last 41 pages I needed to finish Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. I'm not going to show them here just because I didn't read them entirely in the Read-A-Thon, so they don't count. All in all, the Biannual Bibliothon I felt was a success. I read 3 books in a week, and I don't really push myself to read that much, so I was thoroughly excited, and I partook in reading sprints, and vlogging my Read-A-Thon experience was so fun, and I definitely plan on partaking in more Read-A-Thons in the future and vlogging my experiences for those. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Definitely let me know what you read during the Biannual Bibliothon. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content, and I'll see you guys in the near future. Goodbye!